Hello there, and today I would like to film one more voiceover of a game that I played with Kindred. And as you can see, I start the game on the red side once again. I play against Master E. Now I just lock the camera on Kindred, on me, so that it wouldn't just go all over the place. I actually tried to record one voiceover right before this one. I rewatched one game that I played. And I thought about recording a voiceover of that game because I did a lot of mistakes and I wanted to just share it with you guys. And I think I might do it. I just had some problems with the microphone. And then I actually remembered that I have a game that I really actually want to uncover. And this was the game. We tried to invade. I always actually try to invade in a way because I noticed that in all of the games that I invade, maybe 80% of them turn in our favor, and I will take this possibility. Of course, it depends on the champions that we are playing with. If we can do any combinations, if we have Blitzcrank and let's say a Mumu, we definitely gonna invade. It's probably like the best combination you can have. Just one hook and you get the first kill. So I always start with my blue because it's just pretty nice to have that cooldown reduction, and I mean, always start with my blue when it comes to the red side, and I always start with my red when it comes to the blue side. Because, I mean, I prioritize getting the biggest leash ever. I don't want to have too low health when it comes to camps, just in case I meet an enemy jungler in my side of the jungle. So, as you see, I actually do a small mistake over here. Instead of focusing on those small wolves first, killing one by one and getting less damage, I kind of try to just get it as fast as possible. As you can see, I came on time. I mean, not fully on time. A million severe died, and I took mastery. I got one stack. It was pretty good. Nothing special, nothing so much to comment on this specific event. It's just that this flash that I just did, it was totally worthless. I think I got a little bit greedy and I thought that this flash is gonna help me to take and secure the kill. I'm gonna stick to top lane. I see that Teemo is not actually attacking, engaging. He wants to stay under the turret. Probably knows that I'm here. So I go towards my Scuttle Crab and I see Master E is just took it. He flashes. Now I know that he actually has used his flash. I put a slow on him. I Q through the wall to get a little bit more momentum so he doesn't catch me, and Garen could have actually come around him, but probably Teemo was there so he couldn't. But instead of backing, I decide that I'm gonna go and do my golems. Or actually not, I don't decide that I'm gonna do my golems. I see that Mastery is here somewhere. And bam, he peeks me, he notices that I'm there, he puts his Q. No, he doesn't put his Q on me. I Q through the wall, I smite the red buff, and then I go straight at him because now I have a little bit more health. And because he doesn't know any flash, he used his Q, he can't do anything to me. So, second kill, masteries, second death. It's a pretty bad start for him, it's a pretty good start for me. Here, a ward appeared, and I'm actually not sure where did it came from because it was not Teemo. Was it someone else? No, apparently not. Well, either way, start with my red buff. Oh, this is actually perfect timing because red buff of Mastery just disappeared. And I actually should back now. I think I have a decent amount of gold. I shouldn't overstay, but then at the same time I don't have so much danger because I know that enemy jungle is dead. So yeah. By the way, a few days ago I released a video that is talking about Ramos and his changes in the next patch. It's gonna be released around October 19th. And it was actually a big success. For some reason I got really high amount of impressions, high amount of views, really good feedback. Of course, I got the feedback also when it came to microphone, that my microphone wasn't the best and I should put subtitles on. Although on this video I decided that I'm gonna reduce the gain of the microphone because I had a gain a little bit too high up and I didn't do any specific editing to it, so I didn't adjust any audio levels, I didn't put any effects on. And on this video in particular, as you can hear, The audio is a little bit better if you would compare it with the video that I did about Ramos. So I decided not to put any subtitles on, especially on voiceovers. I think it's just gonna be enough with the voiceover itself. And I'm gonna put subtitles on videos that I'm gonna actually discuss new updates, new patches, new champions, buffs, nerfs, and if I'm gonna actually have a really interesting topic to talk about. Okay, this was, as you can see, a really dumb Q of me, and Yon just came in, he got stunned. I actually managed to... But yes, apparently, as I understood, you guys are really interested in videos about new patches, new updates, and so on, and I'm probably gonna make more of it. So if you're not subscribing, you can subscribe. So here Mastery died again. A team fight is engaged. Rel is gonna die as well, and can we catch Yon? I think we caught Yon as well, and he also died. I could have maybe queued away from his ultimate, so I would have taken a little bit less damage and wouldn't risk dying. Now I actually did a little bit of a stupid thing, and I would not recommend for any jungler to do, and that is taking your laner's farm. Of course, if your laner is dead, or if you really need to push in the wave but for to take the turret, then yes, take the farm. But then again, you have your jungle, take the jungle. And I know a lot of laners are gonna like what I'm saying right now, and a lot of junglers are not gonna like it, but trust me, your laner is gonna be thankful, because jungler is kind of like a support. I had a lot of games where I got a lot of kills, but I just couldn't carry it. As you can see now, I kind of put the ultimate at the same time when Garen ulted Teemo. When it comes to jungle, it's really hard, especially when it comes to low elo. I know that with Kindred, I can manage to carry the game. I know that I'm capable of carrying the game. I'm pretty good with kills. But of course, there's some games where I see that my team is kind of trash, and I decide to take all of the kills. And then I get all those kills, and I kind of just misuse them. I don't use them correctly. Instead of going for objects, taking Rift Herald, dragons, turrets, I really focus on getting those kills, getting that score up, because I feel really invincible. And I think also a lot of players that are a little bit lower elo have the same feeling, that they get, let's say, 3 kills at the start in the first 6 minutes, and then they kind of feel invincible. They start going Rambo, they think they don't need farm, they don't care about objectives. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna go into this lane and kill this person. Then they die, and they fall behind really much, and those kills ain't gonna help you anymore. At least that's what I'm doing quite often, and I would really like to change that, and I think that's gonna be my priority right now. My priority is gonna be, if I'm gonna get those kills at the start of the game, if I'm gonna get the lead, I'm gonna use it as best as I can. So when I always go bot lane, I like to queue through the wall. I never like to actually go to the river because then we get a bit less time to see that I'm coming. And here I came, I smited Misfortune, she's dead, I got one more kill. And I'm following Rel, I'm doing a little bit damage. At least now I know that he has not so much health. But I got greedy once again. I don't know at this point where enemy jungler is, but I still decided to attack him under the turret. Now I'm out of nowhere just cleaning the wave of minions. And I think enemy jungler is about to come, and or no, it's not gonna come. Let me see where he is. Yeah, enemy jungler is not there. So actually it was a pretty good timing, because not only that I got the full wave of minions, not only that our minions pushed in the turret, and not only that Rel needed to go back and Misfortune was dead and she didn't got to farm, but also I took enemy team's golems, so Mastery has a little bit less farm, and I got a stack. So I don't know, I see a lot of benefits, but it was a risky situation. I did not know where Mastery was, and here I come behind Misfortune and I take the kill one more time. And I think Misfortune is kind of having a hard time right now, because she is 1 and 2. Of course she has actually most farm in the game, so I guess she doesn't have as bad of the time as I thought she would. Here I'm fighting against Rel. I don't think I took him, and I think I actually Okay, I have a Mumu here, so I kind of feel a bit safer. But here, as I remember, we died him. Okay, Mumu kind of fucked up his I don't know, what is it called, toilet paper roll catch thingy. But we got Rel. I am 7-1 at this point, and if we're gonna go to the dragon, here comes enemy mid laner. Most often I actually put the R besides walls, so I know that I can jump through them, and that's especially really important when it comes to playing Kindred. You can actually use your abilities so nicely. Kindred is such a mobile champion. Like, I don't know. And I've seen a lot of nerfs when it came to Kindred. I've seen a lot of buffs. She's always OP. Like, if you get that little bit snowball, she's so OP. So here Mastery comes, and I flashed, and I died. I just couldn't run away from this machine of champion. Let's talk about patch 12.20. Apparently I would like to do more videos about it. Of course, the Remixsz W is quite insane. The thing is, I used to play Ramos. Ramos is the one champion that got me out of bronze to silver in season 5, and it was the first time I actually tasted the silver, and it was so nice. And the thing is that I actually never played him because it was really fast but slow at the same time. I really hated that his W was limited by the slow effect that he had. And now they're just gonna change that. They're gonna remove the slow, and I think it's gonna be just so OP champion. I mean, it's Herald. So Mastery is coming right here, and I don't think he's gonna actually engage. Garen is gonna chase after him. Okay, so Teemo is gonna chase him at least. So I take the Herald, and of course, like, yo, what's up, Garen? What's going on? Do you need any help? He's like, nah, fam, we got it. We got the Herald. We don't need to go prove ourselves to those little bitches over there. In my jungle, there isn't so many creeps, isn't so many camps that are available. Now I kind of got the wolves, the Gromp is coming in, the red buff is coming in. But when I was on my way towards mid lane, towards Azrael, there wasn't so many camps, there wasn't so many to go and take. So I just go into enemy jungle, I just take enemy blue, and just make it a lot harder. Here we just took Yon so easily. Like, this dude didn't even had anything. Like, he could not escape in a single way. So what I noticed that I'm doing in the games, that is that I'm kind of wasting my time often. Instead of just actually rotating and having a plan every single time, I think I'm kind of lacking that plan. That I go to lanes that I see that the enemy laner haven't pushed in yet, and I would just sit in a bush for like 10 to 15 seconds and wait for the enemy to push, and then I would start seeing that even my own teammate in that lane starts pushing the wave and makes it a lot harder for me. So seriously, it's just a waste of time, and I would probably do it like 5 times in a game, and that would be like 50 seconds. And 50 seconds added up with something more, let's say with waiting for the dragon, let's say going to lane, going to a camp that you haven't warded and it's empty. It's just so much time to waste. And I think that should be an improvement to all of us, especially junglers. Because when it comes to laners, you kind of sit in your lane, the wave is coming, you take in the lane, you sit in the lane, and just you wait. You wait for your jungler, you wait for somebody to roam, you just play safe and farm. But with junglers, it's a little bit different. You need to use your time efficiently. It's a little bit difficult lane to play. It's really a lot of action going on. It's always your fault. As you can see now in this last, 2 minutes, I kind of fucked up my Q 2 times, and that's why I couldn't go specific places that I wanted to go. And I of course lost creep score, I lost kills, I lost advantage that I could have had. But I went back and took the blue, like why the fuck not. And then I took the teleport and I just came to mid. So we got the Baron, and now we are thinking of actually pushing them. We are 12,000 gold ahead. We have 3 dragons, they have 0. So we are pushing top lane, we are pushing mid, Severe is going bot lane, starts to push bot lane, and that is actually That's how we're doing. Okay, what just happened? I really want to go back and see. Okay, so here are we going mid lane, and of course Timo has planted his shrooms. We're going a little backwards because they don't engage. Apparently I just jump in out of nowhere. She's dead because of a beautiful Q. Here I do be a lot of damage, and Ezreal collects 2 kills so beautifully. Like, oh my god, that was actually pretty nice. I'm just taking the golem, so basically like from now on I just took so much of Master E's jungle that he is 100 farm behind. And that is escalated to actually 4,000 gold. Because as you can see, he has 8 kills, I have 10 kills. But the only difference is that I have 100 farm more. And of course a little bit more assists. And we are in 4,000 difference gold. So 4,000 gold difference. Kind of completing the game over here. We took all the inhibitors, and now where are we going? I think we're going towards the dragon. No, we're going back because we probably have a decent amount of golds, and it's really important not to overstay because now all of them almost are revived. Here we go. Mastery is the last one to revive, and right after they revived, the thing is, it's not worth overstaying because a lot of times when people overstay in their base, we got the inhibitors. Now the whole map is for us. We can farm, we can take the Baron, we can take the dragon. The thing is, even we can team fight with the Baron, because let's say if he would be with the Baron and they would come, let's say 5 of them would come. The thing is, then they would lose their Nexus turrets because our super minions would take it. So one of them needs to stay at base. And because one of them needs to stay at base, we have the advantage when it comes to team fights, because then it will be like 4 against 5 or 3 against 5. Here came we and took Mastery, and now that Mastery is out of the game, and all of them together have what? 4 kills. Of course Timo did a really good job at farming, same did Misfortune. Even though without all that pressure that they had, they did their job. And now we're taking the last Nexus turret. We took it. I also just eliminate all the minions, so just in case if we would start team fighting, our minions could end the Nexus. And here we end the game. That was pretty simple, pretty nice. Silver elo, you know, nothing special. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.